So, hey friends, some of you know I've been Ubering and working real hard to afford a Tesla, and 2 years ago I put down $1,000 to get a spot in line, and humble and trying to always stay focused. So I'm here in Oregon, and today SpaceX launched a rocket, and we have here in town at the City Hall a Tesla supercharger paid for by Tesla to install for folks here in the community to visit their City Hall, and then 2 electric charger stations here are also installed by Tesla for the community use, and the City Hall pays for electricity for folks to run electric vehicles that are clean, no emissions, and Tesla's made in the US. So look at this, I have my Prius here, my dashboard of Teslas, and what did I discover but the Tesla Model 3 here, and it's very, very dirty. I love it, and it's in black. I can see, which is the color I have, and I'm gonna go over and show you guys what it looks like. So made in the US. Of course, the famous starting price is $35,000, but it's about a $49,000 Model 3 that's here. It is in black, all electric, and you can see the famous dashboard right here. Very mellow, interior, very low key, except the big screen right there. So it is a 4-door sedan, 0 emissions. It's a brand new car, made in California. The only thing imported from California that we actually like here in Oregon. So all electric, so not polluting emissions, and very good energy, and it would make a great car for a lot of people. And beautiful. Of course, it's super dirty very quickly, but all electric, very simple design, very aerodynamic. The difference between an internal combustion engine and an electric vehicle, there's only one moving part in the electric motor, which is between the 2 wheels. Batteries are on the floor like a skateboard, and that's the kind of ideas that Tesla is building, vehicles that will transition the world to sustainable energy. And while people think that they're expensive now, and they're getting a lot of good and bad news, the bad news is a lot from some of the critics, some of it not fairly, because they're selling a affordable electric car, $75,000 for the other 2 cars, which are bigger. There is one federal tax credit, $7,500 for any person that buys an electric vehicle, so that's through Congress. It's not a special break for Teslas. But Tesla had 3 ABC plans: build a expensive car at first, which is the Tesla Roadster, build a less expensive but car from the ground up called the Tesla Model S, which is what most people think of when they see Teslas. And then this is the Model 3, which is the mass market consumer car, which is supposed to be about $35,000, and it's actually a $49,000 car right now because they're only selling the long-range battery and the premium package. So, American-made car with this much technology, it is expensive for now, but $35,000 is the average American price for a car these days, and basically a car that will last hopefully 500,000 miles with no moving parts except the electric motor. And we have a dirty diesel passing us here in town, and so glad to see a beautiful Tesla Model 3 here. And this is the charging station. So this is a destination charger that as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, that Tesla paid for, and then the city here is generously enough paying for, taxpayer dollars sure are actually paying for the electricity here. But if this person lives in town, like I at least know one other Tesla owner here lives in this area here in Portland, that's an opportunity for people to visit their City Hall or whatnot and charge and top off. Yes, this is definitely a dirty car right now, but the cost to go per kilowatt is really what electric vehicles are going to beat internal combustion engines on today. And that's what this car has proven, just like relanding space rockets and reusing them is showing that relandable rockets will pay paved the way with realignable rockets. Not only is it dirty, to the commenter's point, but there's a very large scratch, which I feel really bad about. So it looks like this person maybe was up in the mountains up here in Mount Hood area. But yeah, the vision of Tesla is to transition the world to sustainable energy. So all glass roof, very simplified design. This is, I believe, a couple-month-old car, because they've basically been building them at scale. About 4,000 or 5,000 cars a week is what they're at now. There were some complaints about the panel gaps, which is the production the stamp that they use. But pretty good fit and finish for the first generation car. I mean, this is going to be a classic very soon. Of course, you can see me here in the wave. But yeah, so the Tesla Model 3, for those that are just joining, is about 49,000 right now. There's about 500,000 people that are waiting. Many of them waiting for maybe the $35,000 base package. But for a California startup company to now be producing 100,000 cars a year, and then having 500,000 pre-orders like this one, like I have, a $1,000 deposit for a spot in line, and I've been invited to build it and invited to order. And it sounds like connection is poor, my commenter says, so I don't know if I should keep going, but I'm glad it looks like at least 5 are still viewing. That's pretty cool. In addition to the very sleek design, that's about building a cheap car, not having a lot of clusters and things to break. It's like driving a big iPad. And then right here is actually a rear-facing or forward-facing camera, and I should say, and the turn signal is a rear-facing camera. And the car is very, you can actually kind of see low, kind of sleeks upward, and very Porsche-like, I think, in its look up here in the front. And the hubcaps, or aero caps, I believe they're called, Michael would remind me, are removable. I believe that those are the stock ones. And boy, this one is dirty, dirty, dirty. It looks like the window isn't all kind of closing there as well, so it could be kind of a first generation car, which some would say they have critics, but boy, this is going to be a beautiful car. And this is the charging port, no gas, no oil changes, very old technology with the electric motor, and car for the masses. And when they get to building 1 million cars a year in 2020, like Tesla has to do and promises to do and will do, this will be kind of the workhorse of the fleet, and a car for everybody. So I love that somebody's here in town charging. Here's a charger for other electric vehicles that visit the city hall here. I'm not touching the car, which is actually, so the fun thing I'm going to figure out when I'm Ubering with this car, because that's part of my plan, is to figure out how to tell people how to open the door. So the way you open the door on the Model 3 and the Tesla Semi is you press right here and then you pull with your fingers. So it's almost a push with the thumb and pull with the fingers. Same on the front and the back. So that's an interesting thing. So anyways, a full charge, thank you, it goes 300 miles per charge on this version of the Tesla, which is about 300, which is the $49,000 version. The base model, which my friend Michael here is going to be hopefully ordering in the fall, it goes 200 miles per charge. So the base car for $35,000 will go 200 miles per charge, which most people don't do in an average day. And with charging options all over town and all over up and down I-5 and all over the West Coast and worldwide, you can charge actually more conveniently than gas, and go have a beverage or go shopping, or pay a visit to your city hall. So yeah, that's it. And I think the owner's coming, because I think it just unlocked, so I'll probably tell him I wasn't scratching the car or stealing his VIN. So I'll sign off for now, unless the guy wants to join me on camera. I appreciate creeping on his car.